Rangers set themselves up for a final against Aberdeen. It was, to quote Celtic fans, it was Huns versus Diet Huns. But the officials, they knew what they were doing. They were smirking. They were laughing when Rangers scored. They knew exactly what was going on in this game. But anyway, let's talk about the game. I thought it was a pretty fun game, even though Rangers were 3-0 up at one point. I think Hearts were shite, and I've never rated Naismith, The co-host on here, Hearts man, he never wanted big Stephen Naismith in the job. I mean, I don't really care who Hearts have in the job. I just feel like, the teams in this country, the better teams, they should have proper managers, not coaches. And you know what? We were under that with Beale. I understand it. I totally get it. And in terms of the first half, it was quite even between Rangers and Hearts. But I say even. I mean, I think the chances, we dominate it, but I think either team could have led. Jack Butland thought was phenomenal all game, absolutely. Doing Jack Butland things and his song that the Rangers fans are singing is also great. But realistically, even from a neutral perspective, I think you would have rathered Rangers against Aberdeen. Because Rangers Aberdeen is a rivalry there. I mean, Hearts, if going into this semi-final weekend, big man, I think the least exciting game for the final would be the mighty Aberdeen against Hearts. And we didn't necessarily get that. But Rangers, I mean, to quote half of these people saying Rangers eased the side Hearts, and I think that was it. Because even 0-0, yes, Danilo missed chances, Cantwell, etc. missed chances. In recent times under Beale, if we were 0-0 going into half time or any other point during the game, maybe bricking it would be an extreme term, but you would fear the worst. You'd feel, we are a set piece away here for a fucking absolute disaster. But you know what? Fair play to Rangers to seen this out going to the second half. There wasn't any complaining, there wasn't any bitching and moaning about it. It was, we went out there, we did a job, we brother beaten. He was watching on, I'm sure he was a wee voice in the ear of one of the officials, and he's like, penalty to Rangers. And let me tell you something, it was a penalty, right? Danilo gets fucking wiped out by Sander Clark. Absolutely gets wiped out. And I tell you what, right? No one can dispute, this is a clear penalty. Way more of a penalty than the Hibs one yesterday. Looking back on the Hibs one, I said yesterday that it was definitely one, but looking back on it, it's definitely not. There's two angles. One makes it look like it is, and one makes it look like it ain't. I'll tell you that now, but who cares about Hibs? I felt like they deserved to win, but today the team that deserved to win definitely won. Tav, 50th minute, steps up, makes no mistake about it. Obviously, bit of doubters because he missed one, and then he scored one. But then Scott Wright, the ball falls to Scott Wright after a Frankie Kent header, and he puts it into the back of the net. Absolutely lovely jubbly. He doesn't. Well, he does, but he does. Great finish. Danilo, good assist. Frank Wright. Scott Wright puts it in. And there's something about Scott Wright at Hampden. There seriously is. The guy is just different gravy when it comes to Hampden troops. It really is that simple. He's great. He's phenomenal. Big Scott Wright at Hampden. You know what? I hope he continues to prove me wrong. I have no reason for Scott Wright to hate Scott Wright. I'm just going to say what I see on the pitch. The same goes with Lammers, Dessers and co. If these players can improve and take Rangers to heights, I hope they do it. I've no reason to do it. Not wanting to do it. And it went 3-0 as well. Tavernier steps up. Peachy a free kick into that top right hand corner. Sander Clark couldn't get anywhere near it. He couldn't. Sander Clark couldn't get fucking anywhere near it, man. Absolutely fucking nowhere near it. Rangers could have scored more. Hearts do get a penalty. I think it wasn't a dive, so you know what? It's almost like the correct decision was no penalty, but no bookings for, what do you call him? Stephen Kingsley. But you know what? Yeah, they got a penalty. Big Shanklin got a goal. But Rangers seen it out. Great atmosphere. Great game for Rangers. Sets up a really good final against Aberdeen. And yeah, looking forward to it, troops. But anyway, leave your thoughts down below. And until next time, that is it here for Fog Football. I'll be back very soon on the channel. Review show coming soon. Make sure you check out Dundee against Livingston earlier. Dundee won. Davy Martindale not happy, but I'm sure come this game I'm sure this game cheered him up. Davy Martindale loves Rangers. But until then, peace. Woo!